In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove and replace a bumper bracket that attaches to the headlight for alignment in the Chevy Malibu, located behind the front bumper. So underneath, you're going to have all the front bumper plastic going into different things like the fender well skirt, the shields. So my motto is, if you can see the clip, you don't need to take the nut out, the bolt out, I'm sorry. If you see the clip, you don't need to take the bolt out. If you can't see the clip, then that means the clip is part of the actual bumper. It's just a rule of thumb to go by. Sometimes you're going to have to go back and take something out. Depends on how many times it's been removed and replaced. And just work yourself right over to the other side. Whether you start at the driver's side or passenger, it doesn't matter. Our little wind valance broke, and it's only half the car, so. You can see that's all free. So once we move now to the fender well, it should pull right out. So you have 3 mounting screws in each fender liner that attach to the front bumper. So you must take these out before you move to the top. And it's a 7mm socket, so let's go ahead and move them out. Now do that same process to the other side. So now those 3 screws are out. You take your fender liner and you want to push it in like right about here so that that pops out. Easily pull the fender liner out. That exposes this bolt right here that goes down into the bracket, holds this bumper in. And it's a 7mm socket or wrench. Put the socket on there and I'm going to loosen that up. You're going to have the exact same thing on the other side. Take those 3 screws out of that fender liner on the driver's side, and then take this bolt out before you lower it and take the top screws out. Okay, now it's loose, almost at the end there. Got the rest of my hand. Pop that out. Now you're going to do the other side. So we're going to take these top screws off going across, and this is a T15, it's a Torx bit. So I'm going to start here and work my way across. So now with those screws out, you can take this plastic trim off, both sides, all the way over. Now we have 2 screws up here. Take these 2 off. 15mm Torx bit, just like the others. So there are 2 bolts holding this front bumper on in each fender well. It's right here on this locator, right where the split is, you'll see a bolt. It's a 10mm socket or wrench. I'm going to use a twisty socket because I want to get in there and keep it going. A wrench, I tried. It will loosen it, but it's time consuming. And you're going to do the same on the other side. Hopefully we don't drop it. And there you go. Now do the same to the other side. So now on the top part, you'll see this plastic piece right here. Take a small screwdriver and you want to push this tab in just like that. And do the same to the other side. Once that's done to the other side, you're going to grab your top piece and pull out. So when you go to pull this cover off, the bottom part has like a lip on it, so you want to push it down to the bottom and then pull it forward like that. Now, you got to remember the fog lights, daytime running lights have a connector. So this is the harness side. I'm going to take the little clip off of the running light right there. And then I'm going to disconnect the connector to the running light. fog light / running light. Take this red piece tab, you want to pull up on it, like that, and then squeeze and disconnect. And then do the same to the other side. So now you can take your whole bumper cover and walk it away from the car. So 7mm socket to take this bracket off. Now ours is broken, but if you have your new one, you can see how it looks and how it mounts. So these two screws right here, one is for the fender liner and the other is for the actual fender. That's those two middle tabs. This pin will go into that spot. Then you have a mounting screw here and here, plastic clip and a guide pin. That being said, 7mm socket, let's take this one out. That's the one that goes into the headlight side, and this goes into the fender. Now with a screwdriver, I'm going to pull on this tab here and pull that out. It was broken, but now we're going to put the new one in. Now we're going to take our new piece. We're going to put the guide pin in that spot, and that clip will latch right on there. It'll all kind of fall right into place. Take our mounting screws, 7mm socket, and one going up. So now you grab your bumper, I'm going to place it back on, bring it up over the headlights. And I'm just going to hold on to it, follow it down. You want to go over to the top liner here and line that right up with that fender. Push it in, the ears right here, and then the bolt hole. So you're going to bring that up. So now we have the bumper up in place, but before we start pushing it into place, I want to grab the fender outs liner here and grab that fog light connector and reconnect it. The red lock tab and locking tab itself are on the bottom, so face it down, push it in, you hear that click, push that little red tab in and lock it. Now we can guide the fender back into place. You're going to do the same on the other side. So now we're going to just secure the top part of this bumper. There's two of them that come with this plastic spacer, and they're for the cutout. You can see how these don't have that. They just have the slots. This is the cutout. I'm just starting it by hand because I'm going to have to push on the bumper and line that up. Like I said, there's two, one on each side here. Now that's holding it. We have the other one right over here. Now I can feel freely and go from side to side and underneath and do this at the very end. So now we have the two difficult bolts here that are kind of hard to see. They're right here. Same location on both sides, and it is a 6mm bolt with a 10mm socket head. And you're going to line it up like that, center it. If you could start it by hand, that'd be great so it doesn't fall out on you. We'll see in a second. Now I took a 10mm 1/4-inch drive with a long extension, and I'm going through this fender right here. That way I can line it up, see what I'm doing, then I'll put my ratchet on. And I'm just going to snug it right up. So with that 10mm socket, I'm going to torque this to 35 inch-pounds. There we go. So in each fender well, you'll see there's 4 bolts. You only see 3 here, but the first one is hidden. Take that fender skirt, push it back. You're going to see right here, it's the plastic tab of that bumper going right into that bracket. I'm going to start it by hand, put that self-tapping screw in, and it is a 7mm socket or wrench. So I'm going to tighten it as much as I can by hand, and then I'll snug it up. I'm snugging it right up, just get it as tight as you can. Now we're going to take that fender liner, pop it in place. You see how the holes line right up? Same 7mm socket, 3 screws with the washers, and we'll tighten them right up. We're going to do the same to the other side. Now turn the wheel and go to the driver's side. Now we've raised it up and we're going to attach the bottom half of the bumper straight across. Now, like I said, this side has the wind valance and our other side is missing. Start from the outside and go across. These are the bolts with the 7mm socket. The manufacturer says 21 inch-pounds or 22 inch-pounds is the torque. Now you see these open tabs? This is where our valance ends. If you had one, you would be adding the screws. And the last one. So now we can put our black trim on the top here. See these little plastic tabs going across? They're going to go right into these bumper slots. I'm going to start from the fender side out, line everything up, push down. Go over to the driver's side, do the same thing. This side goes under that, like that. There we go. Now we can put our mounting screws in. This is for a T15 Torx bit. So T15. Start from the center. When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.